Evening all, and welcome back to Kerbalism. So, after successfully landing on Minmus and getting those wonderful mint ice cream samples, we make a hasty exit because our batteries are running low and attempt to return home. Right, hold on. I need to come out of Minmus that way, don't I? So we want to... well, we really want to just head upwards. Let's rotate this craft again. Try and get that solar panel doing something. 74%. About the best I can do. Yes, and our batteries are charging. Okie dokie. Right. Let's go up to our apparatus. Can't walk faster than one under that. Yeah. Right. Physics. Use physics time warp. God damn you. Now go. I didn't really design this very well. I honestly thought bringing the ladder down its own would be okay because it's got two solar panels on the ceiling and that would work. But bringing it all down in one go did help Bill. Bill obviously has now set foot on another planet. You know what? I'm going to turn on my Oh, that's a new and very welcome addition. I did not realise that the actual RCS ports on that work. I like that. I know there are many mods that add capsules in that do that, but obviously this is stock. This is the Mark 1 to 3 command pod. So I like that. Well done, squad, for that. Built-in RCS is always fantastic. It makes life so much easier. Right. If I turn the lights off, that doesn't appear to affect the batteries at all. Okay. So let's into orbit, shall we? Okay, and then we want to go around to about sort of here-ish and fire the engines again. Okay, so there we go, 66. Take it down to 60. Then gonna get the camera to do some weird things. Okay, right, we need to go. Yes, we are travelling down. Yeah, we're completely out of power now. Come on, sun, come on, there we are. There we are, there's the sun, there's the sun, come on. Okay, so I need to turn off these things for the moment, I think, and then I need to bring one on at a time. Yeah, pressure control is the big one that's going to be killing our batteries, so let's just direct time here. Now our batteries are filling up again, and then the humidity control can come on. Battery would die in 12 minutes and moist atmosphere will be out in 50 seconds, so there we go, and now our battery is refilling. Awesome. I'm going to take an hour to fill up, but that's okay. That is okay, because we're off home, back to Kerbin. And our batteries are capped before we even get there. Awesome. I definitely overbuilt this mission. Definitely overbuilt this mission. But I'd rather overbuild it than underbuild it. Okay, so let's warp down to here somewhere, and then I will do the wonderful trick of trying to slow my apparatus down but keep my periapsis in the atmosphere, burning off all the fuel I've got, because might as well use all the fuel I've got. Turn that on. I can't because we're at speed. There we go, and I can turn that on as well. Yep, turn that on as well. Actually, I'm gonna turn it all on. Okay, And then obviously once we're in the atmosphere, I'll ditch this part, ditch that part. This will come in without any ablator on it. That's foolish. Oh, that's very foolish. Oh dear. Yeah, that's going to come in without any ablator on it. Come back from Minmus. That's quick. Oh dear. Right. Yeah. So hopefully I can slow down enough, and then we will be going round and round and round in circles, and everything will be awesome, and we will end up back down home sweet home. And there is the last of our fuel. And we're 47 kilometers with a 1.4 million kilometer height. But look at that. That's a bit closer than Minmus, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So, I have transferred everything from the pod into this one's here. So, all we've got left there is the electric charge. And we are out of monopropellant as well. So I need to turn on that again. At least stop us somewhat. Rotate that around a bit. Get a bit of sun. There we go. Right. So now what we need to do is descend into the depths of Kerbin's atmosphere and hope that we don't become fiery death. And finally, after many orbits, because aero braking is slow but very hot, you can see here we're quite cooking, we have made it into the atmosphere. Our lander has exploded already, I believe. I'm going to turn off the SAS because I need that right now. And we will very gently float down and land in the water. So yes, one trip to Minmus complete, and we're even heavy one Kerbinaut. Oh, excuse me, one Kerbinaut. Murming, welcome to the Space Center. Well, welcome back to Kerbin. Soon you'll be welcome to the Space Center. And yes, our return gave us 195.8 science. That's awesome. 1,200 science data points gathered from a surface sample from Minmus. Awesome source. We got lots of funds back because we completed all the contracts and get some things back. Not a great deal. He landed quite a long way away, but yeah, things are good. And Merming went straight up to 1 star. Bill and Valentina went up to 2, which is awesome. More and more people, and that means we can unlock some new things. What can we unlock? Not the nuclear engine. I don't see the point of unlocking that for the minute. We've got a bigger docking port. That could be useful. It's always difficult what to choose. I mean, I could do 2 of these. There are 160, so I could do 2, or I could go forward a little bit, do other things. I could do a greenhouse and start making food in orbit. I could build a Minmus refining station. That's tempting. That's very tempting. I think we're going to go for engines. That's a good sort of start, and we'll buy them bits as well. And don't really want the small engines. I could buy the nuke. That's always a good engine to have, but not yet, I don't think. Anything I want to aim for? I don't really know. Inflatable airlock? Ooh. The winch is always useful. And a runway. Okay. Launch pad. Turbo rocket workbench. Wow, these are all things I have no idea how to use at all. I'm not really going to get into space planes this time around, I don't think. I've never been very good at trying to make SCOs. You need some daft engines. You need where are they? I can't even find them now. Where are they? the arrow spike. You need like the rapier basically, or the whiplash or something like that. You need engines that are just, yeah. By the time you've got engines to make SSTOs easy, you don't need them anymore because you've got all the science for it. So yeah. Can we get any more science experiments though? This is something. Do we have any more science experiments? Not that I can see. We'll go for this one. That one's got solar panels on it. Yes. And we shall purchase that one there. Clearly my maths has failed me because we can do another one as well. Oh, there's the multi-spectrum scanner. That's a new science equipment. But let's go for that and get the mobile processing lab. That will probably help us get science as well. And we get the waste processor in the pod as well. Buy that. Okay. Okay. So, we're probably about halfway through the tech tree. But of course these ones all cost a lot to unlock. So, we're a long way away from getting anything done yet. And of course, we've only been to 2 worlds. We've only been, well, 3. We've been to Kerbin, the Moon, and Minmus. So, let's have a quick look at what's coming up. Let's have a look here. Add an alarm. Transfer window. We have an Eve window coming up in 4 days. We have Joule coming up in 13 days. And Edu coming up in 32. Shall we have a look at sending a probe to Eve? We can't send Kerbals there. I think that would probably make sense. Let's build a probe to go to Eve. Eve, of course, being our next planet in, so yeah, we've got 4 days and then we'll be going in and meeting that somewhere. So yeah, we'll build a probe. We'll send it to Eve, probably put a scanner on it so we can scan the surface of Eve. Apparently it's one of the more difficult planets to land on, but I'll be honest with you, I've only ever really gone to Duna, and that's about it. And away we go. Late afternoon of day 106 of year 1, and our Eve probe is on its way to low Kerbin orbit, preparing for the launch window. It's in about 4 days, or transfer window I should say, it's in about 4 days. I've gone a little bit differently with this one here. It does have every bit of science on it that I can guess onto it, but of course we've got things like the goo containers and the material bays that need to return to Kerbin. So this is a 2-part system. It's got 2 probes on top, one with all the science and all bits and pieces on it, which has enough fuel to then return to Kerbin's sphere of influence. It can put itself in orbit, not a very low orbit I don't think with the fuel, but it certainly can't land, so we'll have to send up a crew to retrieve it. But the other part of the probe has the ScanSat systems on there to scan the surface of Eve for future reasons and also for science. So yeah, trying to sort of get both things done at the same time, but have one doing one thing and another one coming back home again. And with that beautiful sun going on there, really is fantastic. It's time to deploy our bearing. So, pow, away we go, and here we are. You can see we've got 2 pods. We've got the one at the top, which is the scanner, and the one at the bottom, which is all our science. So that's the idea behind this. What I'm going to do is extend all my solar panels now, or we end up completely in the dark side and unable to get any power whatsoever. And we just need to circularize ourselves here. We didn't quite get into orbit. There was enough fuel in that stage to do it, but I want that to go back to Kerbin. So and that'll do. 100 by 100. There we are. Okay. So all we really have to do is turn this around so we get loads of sun onto our solar panels there. Okay. All we have to do is wait. We've got 4 days left before we can get to Eve. And I need to figure out exactly how to make the maneuver node to get there. So I will play about with that, and we shall come back in 4 days, because I will fast forward time to that, and we'll go off to Eve. Okay, so I've been mucking about with a maneuver node to try and get to Eve, and couldn't do it. Couldn't figure out why I was there. And then I realised I'm a complete idiot, and you've probably all noticed this already, and I'm just blind. That says Moho. That says Moho to Eve. Not Kerbin to Eve, it says Moho to Eve. So somehow when I added that alarm, I managed to switch my frame of reference to Moho. So that's pointless. A transfer window to Eve does not come up for a year. Which, yeah. Not really what I had planned, but, well, hey ho, that's how I suppose it works. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set all these to 1 hour beforehand and then create a lot for everything. So that gives me all my potential ones there from Kerbin to where we're coming. We do have Kerbin to Moho in 39 days. This probe could probably do that. It is called the Eve probe, but it could probably go to Moho instead. That wouldn't really make any difference to it. Moho is closer than Eve, but I'm not really sure what sort of delta V is required to get there. Let me consult my little cheat sheet here. Low Kerbin to low. Actually, that's like twice the delta V required. Do a flyby of Moho, I suppose. Could try that. Could try a flyby of Moho. See whether I could use this engine to get it in orbit somehow. I think we'll do that. I think we will rename this from Eve probe to Moho probe, and pretend like that was what we was doing. There we go. And no one will ever know the difference. Yeah. Okay, so that's in 39 days. So what can we do to kill the time for 39 days? Well, what better way to pass the time than rescuing some Kerbals from orbit? Yep, we've got 2 contracts to pick up 2 different Kerbals from orbit and return them back to Kerbin safely. We have to pick up Frobart and Helfred, who are both in orbit quite close together. So hopefully this should be able to be done in one trip. Okay, and here we are after a awful launch, absolutely terrible launch, and doing lots of weird maneuvers to do things. I completely messed up where I was coming with them and ended up almost on the wrong side of the planet. So we've gone around a couple of times, and now, as you can see, I'm pretty close. I think my closest approach is going to be 11 kilometers, which I'm pretty close to now, so I think I might bring myself to a stop. And you can see we've got both of them within range, which is awesome. A little bit worrying actually that puts me back in the atmosphere. Maybe I want to actually not do that. Trying to match velocities with the target when I'm quite far away still. Let's get close to it. Let's do that. Let's get close to it. Oh, there we go. There's that fuel gone there. So that will return to the surface of Kerbin. Just gonna take a long time to do it, but yes, we are still going to return into Kerbin's atmosphere. About that one as well. Let's fast forward to when we meet 2.9 closest to this one. and we'll stop there. And let's hold on the brakes here. That does put us back into an orbit. That's good. Okay, so can't switch over to that one yet because we're not close enough to it. We found she's still alive. Awesome. Can we switch over to that now? Yes, we can. Awesome. Right. So, I really hope you've got EVA monoplan. Yes, you do. Okie dokie. Out you get. Out you get. Where is our? Right there. There it is. Go up. Okay. Right. And then when we get there, we can sort out meeting Phobart as well. Hold it. Down. Stop. Really don't want to be shooting past it. Also got to be careful of the solar panels. I didn't put them in great places. Now I think about it. But we should be okay. Okie dokie, right. So, where is the hatch on the thing? See that one there? I'm not sure which one the hatch is on. Let's, yeah, not that one. It's probably the other side. So let's gently rotate this round. So, then grab and board. Awesome. Welcome on board, Alfred, our new pilot. Awesome. Okay, so now we need to get to that one, which would involve us burning that away, I think. Oh, we had a very close encounter just then. .3 kilometers, 300 meters in 12 minutes. Okie dokie. Let's be right on the night side of the planet. Let's walk round to there. Sunsets. I did kind of think about getting one of these out and then going over, but you can't actually transfer to one of these craft until you get the "we found them" thing. They're not active vessels until it says "we found them." So, yeah, I wouldn't be able to switch over to them anyway and do anything like that. Alright, whoa, and stop. Stop. No, right, and then we're going to turn to the cockpit facing upwards just to make life easier. Switch over to Phobart, who is a scientist. I'm really concerned about who's putting you up here. Seriously, in the what happened to the rest of your craft, or station, or something? I don't know. Something happened somewhere. Yeah, that's not good. You've been stranded, but don't worry. We will rescue. What is it? Can I equip? Oh, yeah. The X button is slow down time, instant stop time, and also equip a item if they've got it. Whoa, whoa. Up. Okie dokie. Now you may recognise this craft. This is the Kerbal Tour craft. That's just been modified slightly with the new solar panels, and yeah, that's really it. Okay. So, that is our rescue job done. It's time to land again now. So, where is the KSC? KSC is the desert airfield. Over there. Let's go round a couple of times. Halford Hung. Oh, the battery. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about that. They're not important craft. They're all dumb. No more electric charge. That's fine again. Oh, you're going in a big spin now. Stop that. We're going to wait for the KSC to basically end up in the daylight, and then we shall plop ourselves down somewhere near there. Okay, the KSC is now on the bright side of the planet. I have a manoeuvre set up to take us back roughly into the atmosphere. Not that it particularly matters. I don't need to get this perfectly right, I just need to basically get into the atmosphere with it. In fact, it's probably too strong now I think about it, so let's do something like that. Just graze the atmosphere, and then as we get over the top we can fire the engines more because we have plenty of fuel, and slow us down even further. The wind's a bit strong today, so you may be able to hear the blind flapping about in the background. Sorry about that if you can. Okay, so let's spin myself around so I know what's going on. There we are. And we'll fire the engine. See whether we can't come down somewhere over the KSC. And everything will be awesome. Okay, so let's put away these solar panels because they will just get ripped off. I'm not going to deploy that yet. I want to keep the engine on board. So we've got it. There is a very weird graphic line there. That's pretty good because that tells me I'm lined up with the KSC. I think that's it there. Okay, so let's fast forward time. And I'm in. We are way over our target. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. That's a weird shadow going on there. Okay, I am way too high here, but that shouldn't matter. Hopefully the engine will be able to kill our horizontal speed. Well, we're not going to come down at the KSC, it will probably be in the water. But yep, it's definitely going to be in the water. It's going to be way out, probably somewhere near the desert airfield. Maybe even further than that. Yeah, I misjudged that completely. But anyway, we are caught. We are definitely coming down. And once the engine has burnt out, which it does now, we will deploy that, deploy all our parachutes. I'm not sure why that wanted to point prograde, it should point retrograde. Yeah, we will just descend back down and job done. Health Rod, Hobart, welcome to our Kerbal Space Program. We hope you enjoy your stay. And that brings this episode to a close. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.